What is up, guys? This is RSC6414 here, back with another video. This time I'm reviewing TNA Impact Wrestling. It just aired. It finished about literally 60 seconds ago. So I just decided to do a review now. Overall, I gotta say the show was not great. Not as good as the usual Impact is, in my opinion. There was one really good match that I enjoyed a lot, which is the main event. AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle. I'll tell you more about that later, but I'll get on to the review. First thing we have is Jeff Hardy coming out. Hulk's in the ring. He says that, Jeff, you get to be in the, you're automatically entering the Bound for Glory, blah, blah, blah. But yes, sorry, one of my friends was messaging me on Facebook. Bunch of stupid stuff, but like I said, this segment was alright. Bobby Roode comes out too. I apologize for all those beeping noises. That was Facebook. But yeah, enough of that. But the first segment, like I said, was Bobby Roode came out after Jeff Hardy was already out there, got automatically entered in the Bound for Glory. Bobby Roode says that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. He should be automatically entered. He calls out Jeff Hardy. He's going to whip him around the ring, blah, blah, blah. Hulk says next week's open fight night. You can call him out then. Then Aces and Eights comes out and says, where's our spot in the Bound for Glory series? Hulk says, you're only gonna get one spot in it. It's gonna be a battle royal between all your members. Who gets entered, and there's only gonna be one Aces and Eights member in the Bound for Glory series. That battle royal will happen tonight. Bully says he's gonna make a statement. There you go. After Rude and Hardy, they escape, and then that sets up later on the night what will happen after. But yeah, the first match we have is the tag team that wins. The two wrestlers get entered in the Bound for Glory series. Bad Influence, Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels versus Gunner and Storm, the tag champs. This match was decent. It's alright, back and forth action. The match ends when Daniels hits one of them with the title belts, and then Kaz rolls James Storm up. James Storm was going for he was just gonna go for I'm trying to think, whatever, he was trying to go for a super kick, keep forgetting the name, whatever, near last fall or something like that. He's going for the super kick, to one of them. I can't remember which member it was. Christopher Daniels takes the title belt, hits Storm in the face with it, and then Kaz rolls him up for the 1, 2, 3. Kaz and Daniels are entering the Bound for Glory series. Sorry, I forgot the name of the move. Comment below if you remember. Most of you do, if you watch TNA. But yeah, I watch TNA, but like, forget what I said there. Sorry. But yeah, this match is alright. Not great. Not terrible. Daniels and Kaz get entered in the Bound for Glory series. The next match we have is Joseph Park versus Crimson. Crimson's been gone for like a year. This match was pointless because Joseph Park wins. How are you going to let Crimson come back and return and lose to Joseph Park? Are you serious? Like, he'd be critical here, but come on, TNA. You don't bring a wrestler who loses one match and leaves and then comes back a year later and let him lose another match to Joseph Park. Like, come on now. I know Joseph Park's abyss, but you don't. The match literally lasted 2 minutes. Crimson was tossing Joseph Park all around the ring, just hitting him with all these moves like a spine buster. Joseph Park's up in the corner through turnbuckle like this, like tired. Crimson charges at him. Joseph Park moves. Crimson hits the turnbuckle, and then Joseph Park rolls Crimson up for the 1, 2, 3. That's literally the match. Joseph Park wins and is entered in the Bound for Glory series. Come on, TNA. Why are you gonna let Joseph Park win over Crimson? Went on a rant there, but whatever. It is what it is. Joseph Park wins. Entered in the Bound for Glory. Next thing we have Velvet Sky, like a segment in the ring. She talks about, calls Mickie James out. The past couple weeks, Mickie James says she can't compete for the #1, can't compete for the Knockouts title because she's hurt. Velvet Sky shows her the letter from her doctor that says she's clear. Mickie James looks at it, reads it, and then turns full on heel. She's been sort of going back and forth for a while now, for the past couple weeks since she won the Knockouts title. Mickie James hits her with hits her, kicks her, and then delivers like a submission maneuver. Velvet Sky taps, and this is going to set up obviously a championship match and a feud. Mickie James turns heel. Liked the segment a lot. It was good. So enjoyed that. Next thing we have is Bound for Glory Series qualifier again. This time there are four people in the ring. Magnus versus Rob Terry versus Matt Morgan versus Kenny King. This match was good too. I enjoyed it alright. They were just basically, this match was my second favorite of the night, in my opinion. Got the second most time probably, but this was alright. They're just back and forth most of the time. Rob Terry throws one of them really high up in the air. I think it was Kenny King. That was pretty cool, I guess. And then towards the end, they both all delivered their signatures and finishers and stuff. In the ring, Rob Terry, Magnus, then Matt Morgan delivers a kick, and then Magnus is out on the Kenny King's left in the ring on the ground. Matt Morgan gets back up from off the ropes after he gets hit off the ring apron onto the floor. Matt Morgan gets back in the ring, charges at Magnus. Magnus ducks, pulls the ropes. Matt Morgan tumbles over, lands on the entrance ramp, and then he hits Kenny King with the can't can't remember what he hit him with. He basically just slams him into the canvas. 1, 2, 3. That was that. The next thing we have is Sting announcing the main event Mafia returning. He said he's going to bring his family back, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a new main event Mafia, and they're going to go against the Aces and Eights and take them out once and for all. So that was whatever. I hate to say it, but I think the main event Mafia is going to come and then eventually get rid of Aces and Eights for good. Unfortunately, that would suck. I like Aces and Eights a lot, but what are you going to do? The next thing we have Austin Aries versus Eric Young in a not a number one contender. I don't know why I keep saying all these stupid things tonight. Sorry, guys. But Austin Aries versus Eric Young to be entered in the Bound for Glory series again. Another qualifying match. Back and forth, decent action. Eric Young hits like a springboard crossbody off the rope, and then Austin Aries later in the match hits the Brain Buster for the win. Not much to say about this match. Just some decent in-ring action. Nothing really stood out besides the crossbody, springboard, and the Brain Buster. And Austin Aries is qualified. The next thing we have is Ace and Eight's Rumble. Everybody gets out of the ring on purpose. Matt Anderson just tells them to get, Mr. Anderson, I should say, tells them to get out of the ring. They all do except for Doc. Doc's about to get over the ring, and then he gets back in. Mr. Anderson's like, get out, I'm the vice president, I tell you what to do, blah, blah, blah. Doc hits Mr. Anderson, kicks him in the nuts. Not the nuts, just the stomach. It was around the area. But then Mr. Anderson, they start going at it, and then he throws Doc over the ropes. Mr. Anderson's going to be the Aces and Eights member entering the Bound for Glory series. No surprise. Then later on, we go to the back, and they're arguing, Mr. Anderson, Doc. Doc apologizes after Bully Ray just explains, puts some sense into him, blah, blah, blah. And then Doc says he'll take out Styles tonight against Angle. That's the main event. The winner gets entered in the Bound for Glory series as well. Styles versus Angle, main event. Can't say enough about it. Really liked it. It's my favorite match of the night, just back and forth. There was one point where Styles hit some chops, some kicks, and then hit a spinning kick for a near fall. Another point, there was some ankle locks and some like three like German suplexes by Angle on Styles for a near fall. Another move, Styles went over the tried to do like a move off the top rope onto the outside. Angle moves and then delivers a body-to-body suplex on the outside of the ring. That was pretty cool. Then trying to think what else happened. Then towards the end of the match, Styles counters Angle And one of Angle's moves, and then hits him with a DDT. It looked like Angle was unconscious for a second, but he wasn't. He just was looked out of it. Just his head slammed into the canvas on DDT. Then there was some submission maneuvers. Then Aces and Eights, Doc and Nux come out and try and interfere from behind. AJ Styles counters, throws Doc through the ropes, hits an enziguri on Nux. Nux rolls out of the ring, and then Angle, another Aces and Eights member comes in. Angle knocks him out, hits him in the head. I think it was Mr. Anderson, and then AJ Styles rolls Angle up for the 1-2-3. AJ Styles wins, and is the new number one. How do I keep saying that? There's no number one contender. He's a qualifier for the Bound for Glory series. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying number one contender. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Check out my other videos, and overall, the overall grade I give the show is a 5 out of 10. Nothing great, nothing terrible. So just mediocre. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys.